What's up, you guys? I hope everyone is doing well. I just left the gym. I had a little lazy workout because I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, but I'm feeling a lot better. I just wanted to come on and express something that happened to me actually last night. I had to ask God for forgiveness because hold on one second. I'm starting to sweat already. I don't got my AC on. I had to ask God for forgiveness because what I realized I was doing and what I have been doing is idolizing social media, idolizing the algorithm. When we don't take notice of certain things and we're not living in intentionality and we're not intentional with our actions, our thoughts, we can get caught up in a whirlwind of just aimlessly scrolling, aimlessly thinking. Like certain things that we don't do it intentionally, and it's in our subconscious. So what I realized I was doing the other day, I didn't have anything to do, so I was literally just scrolling on TikTok, scrolling for hours, hopping back and forth from TikTok to YouTube. I noticed that hours had passed that I was scrolling back and forth. But I could have been using that time to read the Bible. I could have been using that time praying. I could have been using that time meditating, reading something, like reading something meaningful, putting in some type of work towards bettering myself that day. And so as I realized that, I just felt so convicted and I just started crying and asking God to forgive me, because I'm like, how do I expect God to bless me if I'm idolizing this thing, if I'm idolizing the algorithm, if I'm idolizing likes and views and all of these things, and then we get so caught up and discouraged when it doesn't pan out the way we want it to. We get so discouraged when we post something and it only gets 5 likes or it only gets 100 views, if that. Like, we get so discouraged and we thinking like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe you're not doing something wrong. Maybe you're doing something right and your tribe just has not found you yet. It's just that simple. It doesn't mean that the content that you put out is not good content. It just simply means that your video didn't break the algorithm for whatever reason. And that's okay. It doesn't mean get discouraged and stop. You have to realize that God is not going to bless a mess. He's not going to bless you with more if you can't even handle the little that you do have. So if you, say for instance, only have 100 followers, 200 followers, and you're obsessing over going viral, or you're obsessing over getting likes and views and all of these things, just imagine once you get that, how you're going to behave, how you're going to act. You definitely not going to be thinking about God then. You definitely not going to be worried about him then. And remember that Satan can also bless you too, but he blesses you with sorrow. Just because it's not happening the way that you want it to happen, or it doesn't look the way that you want it to look, it does not mean that it's not working out in your favor. It does not mean that God isn't going to bless you. But you have to understand that he's not going to bless you until you're ready. Because once he pours out into you and once he fills you with overflow, he's going to equip you to be able to sustain it. So if you're not ready for that, he's not going to give it to you. You're not going to be a good steward over it. So why would he bless you if he knows that you're not going to be a good steward over the things that he blessed you with? So I just had to sit and just really think about what I've been doing recently, how I've been using my time. Have I been intentional with my time and my thoughts and my actions? And, as long as we're able to sit and really look at ourselves in the mirror and do that shadow work, we're doing the right thing. It's all going to work out in our favor. But you just have to be mindful of the things that you're doing, and you have to be mindful of the root. Why are you doing it? What's your why? Like, are you doing it for the aesthetic? Are you doing it for the views, for the likes, for the lifestyle? Or are you doing it because you know that it's going to move the needle forward in the kingdom of God? Because that's why we're all here. Whether you want to believe it or not. That's why we're all here. So if you're not doing it to push out his will, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. It's just like if you're going to the gym. You could be going to the gym to look good for your physique, but you really should be taking notice of how it's making you feel, your mental health, also your physical health. But these are all of the things that's going to follow that. So don't go to the gym just because you want to look good, just because you want a nice shape. Go to the gym because it's helping your mental. Go to the gym because it's going to help you live longer. Work out, eat better because you know you're going to be able to have a more fulfilling life. You're going to be here longer for your kids and for the people that need you, for the people that you are assigned to. So you always have to remember, like, why am I doing this? So ask yourself that. I challenge you to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Before you press post, why are you posting that video? Do you have the right intentions? Are you doing it for the right reasons? Or are you doing it for your own selfish reasons? Because you have to remember that God examines the heart. So you have to always think of your heart posture when you're doing certain things. Like, what is your heart posture? I hope you guys take note and just do the right thing with that information. Sorry for all of the sweat, but I'm sitting in my car and like I said, I just got done working out. So